Yeah, guys and girls, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I think my face is a bit shinier today on this camera here. I don't know if it's just, unless it's just the camera, might be just the camera lightning on it. Anyway, hi all, welcome back to another dose of daily news. I'm Anthony Kenneth Bishop, as it says at the bottom of this screen here. So at the moment I'm using my PlayStation 4 camera. I hope it's all good. I hope it's good quality, and I hope the audio comes out. I'm not actually using the audio from the camera because it is terrible as hell. I don't like the sound of it. But I am using the Turtle Beach Stream mic, which is absolutely fantastic, if I must say. Very good, high quality condenser inside the microphone, and it cost like 99 quid or something, so 100 quid when it first came out. So I was lucky to buy that quite cheap, because usually Turtle Beach is the full headset, so usually a couple hundred quid for a decent pair, so I picked that quite good. Anyway, so in this daily news, it's 11:48 at the moment, so at the time of this recording it is the 18th still, so it'll be the 19th in another, gone about 12-13 minutes or so into my video. Now I don't know how much video recording they give you for the video. I hope it's around about 15 minutes, and then I can carry on and then just put the two together just to make one episode. My God, it's gone cold a little bit now. Never mind. I'm just drinking some hot chocolate. The green and black's absolutely delicious. Definitely recommend it, especially with hazelnut. Now, I don't know if you guys and girls can see it. They've got like the front page of the Sun. Got the Sun here. I bought a couple. This was from yesterday. And then we've got the front page of the Daily Star, as you can see there. Ooh, sounds interesting. Cowl facing quiz on Mel B. Threesome sex rump shocker for Britain Got Talent's Simon Cowell. Sounds very intriguing. But what we'll do, we'll have a look around through the papers as we're doing it. We've got about 41 minutes on this one, so this will be gone 12 o'clock. Should be coming into, I'd say, 12:30 when I'm finished. 12:30 or just before 12:30. So also got some gameplay on this, because I'm actually watching the TV over this side. So as you can see, the camera here is actually got a bit of my TV here. This is what I'm doing now, because I'm actually encoding all this. This is actually, I don't know if you guys can be able to see it or not. Probably not, but let's see if I can show it. Now this is the TV here. There we go. There's the TV, and that is what I'm doing at the moment. The talks encoding on the PlayStation 4. So yeah, not too bad at all. So I'm using the PS4. I'm encoding using SHAREfactory. Absolutely fantastic for encoding. Actually quite fast as well, and I'm recording it all in 1080p. I hope they do get a patch for SHAREfactory, and also for the PlayStation 4 at some point, for the Pro, that it can actually output to 4K. That would be wonderful if they did. And if they could bring a 4K PlayStation 4 camera or PlayStation 4i camera out for the PlayStation 4 Pro, that would be awesome. If they did a 3840-2160 camera, because this one, I think this camera here is like 1080p, but it's got two cameras, it's got two microphones, I believe. It's like sort of a twin stereo mics. So it's not too bad. Alright, So let's get the. So yeah, we're playing Black Ops at the moment. 1. Well, not actually playing it because I haven't got my controller. But this is a recording I did of the first one yesterday, which would have been 17th yesterday. And yeah, so let's have a look at some of the top stories for the 18th, 2017. Oh, and this is actually the moon map as well. I've been playing the moon map, which has got the astronaut in it. The astronaut guy goes around and tries to terrify the shit out of you. And then when you go right round corners, he ends up grabbing you. So you've got to be very careful. But I actually did quite well. These guys here, there's 3 of them. There was 3 actually. There's 3 people shifting around, and they were doing all the great job. And then suddenly, I don't know what happened, but they all seemed to back out. And you should see on the next video that I did, because this is the first part of Black Ops moon map for the remastered edition for the Chronicles. I actually got to level 36. I think it was like after level 10, everyone backed out except for me. I was still left in it, and I was just kicking, raping ass on there and stuff, just killing all the zombies. And then the Tunnel 11 and I think Tunnel 4 or whatever the other tunnels are, they all got trashed with the actual tractor things that went into them and killed the shit out of them. So I ended up getting to level 36 pretty much from level 10 upwards to 36 all by myself. So an extra 26 levels I did by myself. Excellent. You should see it. Well, you'll see some of the levels in this one, and then I'll have to put it on for the next one. And what I'm doing with this one is I'm trying to experiment a little bit. I'm going to be hopefully put this camera to the bottom left if I can. I want to see if I can put it to the bottom left. So it should be somewhere either here or somewhere along here, or maybe up along here somewhere. But you should see it anyway on the actual camera. Anyway, let's get to the top stories today actually. So what's this one? So actually it is Thursday still. It's the 18th. It's about to become the 19th today. So the 19th, which will be Friday. And I stay in all day today because I'm going to be going to sleep after I've encoded this. And well, I'll probably watch some TV shows first and then get off to sleep after I've done this, because this will be gone 12 or something. But by the time I watched stuff and encoded this, it'll be like around about that time anyway. Anyway, so right, first one on the front page: car lock jamming epidemic. Blocker fob device. Full story, page 5. So what's it say on this front bit of it first? The scale of car thefts using key fob lock jamming devices is revealed today. It comes as the Sun exposes a car wash gang heading the crime spree. Ooh. Alright, definitely not going to be looking at page 3, guys and girls. So we can skip that one. Okay. Actually, what's it say on page 4? Pregnant mums are okay to booze. A woman can booze while pregnant, and guidelines suggesting otherwise are sexist, experts will say today. Mums-to-be were last year told that no amount of alcohol is safe. Experts urged abstinence, saying just a bit of booze can cause stunted growth in the baby's learning and behavioural difficulties and raise the risk of premature birth. But a conference will today hear there is no evidence to support the claims which cause needless anxiety. Claire Murphy from the British Pregnancy Advisory Service is among the speakers in Canterbury, Kent. She said, "We need to think hard about how risk is communicated, and there can be a real consequences to overstating evidence or implying constantly when there isn't any. Doing so can cause women needless anxiety and alarm, sometimes to the point that they consider ending an unplanned but not unwanted pregnancy. Women don't stop being people with the capacity to make informed choices just because they are pregnant." Another speaker, Dr. Ellie Lee, added, "The official advice about drinking in pregnancy has gone down an overtly precautionary route, and the exclusion of women from an ordinary activity on the basis of precaution can more properly be called sexist than benign." Janet File from the Royal College of Midwives said, "Our advice has always been clear and unequivocal. If you are thinking of becoming pregnant or are pregnant, it is best to avoid alcohol." So there you go, ladies. Actually, to be honest, I mean, even though they say, it's not been notified whether alcohol would damage women if they're pregnant and stuff, or damage the baby and that, but I wouldn't even try it in the first place, because to be honest, alcohol is a sort of drug. So there we go. And there is dangers to drinking as well. Apparently it's 4 in 10 British women drink alcohol during pregnancy. Well, that 4 in the 10 shouldn't be doing it anyway. In high spirits, Brits are among the world's biggest drinkers, each downing the equivalent of 520 pints of beer a year. Russia and Belarus are among only 11 of 194 World Health Organization's states to drink more. Its experts analyzed the amount of pure alcohol consumed by those aged 15 and over in 2016. They found the global average was 6.4 litres, equivalent to 640 spirit measures, and 274 pints of beer or medium glasses of wine. Lithuanians are the biggest drinkers, neck in 18.2 litres or 780 pints of beer, but the average Brit still puts away 12.3. But the average still puts away 12.3 litres, 527 pints, or glasses of wine. Rachel Clark from the World Cancer Research Fund said, "It is incredibly worrying that Brits are drinking almost double the global average amount of alcohol. It is important that people are aware of the dangers of alcohol so they can make conscious decisions to reduce consumption." The UK government recommends individuals no more than 14 units per week, which is equal to around 6 drinks. So Lithuania 780, league table of drinking apparently. So Belarus 703. Moldova 681, Russia 596, Romania 587, Czech Republic 587, Croatia 583, Bulgaria 583, Belgium is 560. Right, guys and girls, just had to reload it because for some reason at 15 minutes into it kind of cuts out. So if you see a bit where it doesn't cut out between things for a few seconds, it'll come back into it. So it'll just go a bit funny where my picture in the corner it'll disappear and then it'll come back. So don't worry about that for a second only. Anyway, so I got to the Belgium 566 league table of drinking apparently. So Belgium's 566, Ukraine's 549, Estonia 549, and the UK is 527. So yeah, not too bad then. Definitely not too bad. Right. So yeah, I've got these little where it says the like, subscribe. I've got my daily news up there, which I'm going to do is I'm going to put the videos, so the video goes at the top, so it goes down to the bottom instead. So this video here, this little camera video, is going to go at the bottoms if I can do it. If not, I'll have to find somewhere and move some of the icons around. Anyway, so that's the drinking ones done. LD Rose voted top at £5.99. So £5.99. Top wine buffs have voted a £5.99 Rose from Aldi as one of the best in the world. The budget supermarket's exquisite collection Côtes de Provence Rose beat rivals costing 3 times as much, and it was hailed in a blind tasting by judges at the International Wine Challenge for tasting of strawberry, white fruit and subtle spice. Aldi said it showed good French wine did not need to be privacy. The chain's Tony Bain said of its silver medal, it is testament to the hard work of our talented buying team. What else we got? Here for the beer. Brits jet off on holiday knowing an average of 8 foreign words and phrases, but many are fluent in ordering beer. 2/3 admit feeling embarrassed by their lack of language skills, but a quarter of shrug it off because everyone speaks English, and the survey shows they stumble by with an average of 15 words in French, but can manage a measly 8 in Spanish. Hello, yes, good, bye, no, and thanks are the most common words Brits know how to say in a foreign language. However, a third have mastered can I have a beer? The poll for holiday autos found Autos, a spokesman said Brits don't make huge amounts of effort. Too damn right. They just want the beer. Alright, what else we got? Crime Wash now. Apparently, the boss of the Romanian car wash gang has boasted he pockets up to 20,000 a day using key fob jammers to break into vehicles. He told an undercover Sun reporter his team who used the device to jam the signal when drivers lock cars remotely, steal phones, laptops, and have even swiped large bundles of cash. The gang boss named Mario told our man he could supply him with as many key fob jammers as he wanted at £500 a pound a time. He added, "You can use this when you want to steal the car, boss. With this, you know how many telephones, iPhone 7s and Samsung Galaxy 8s I get from the car. Go to the city centre loads, I swear, goes to my bone. 20 grand, 2 people, 10 for me, and 10 for my friend. Mario bragged he once used the key fob blockers, which police say have sparked a rise in thefts, both of vehicles and from them, to steal £20,000 in cash that had been left in a car. He also claimed his gang, which works at car washes in Coventry, targets music festivals such as Glastonbury, where thousands leave their cars parked for days. He added, when you go to the festival, big festival, car park, I swear to God, Mario, who runs the gang with a fellow Romanian named Fernando, also boasted he could get devices to start a Range Rover engine. He said he had contacts who wanted to target Range Rovers because they were so expensive. Mario asked reporters how many you want. I bring, he said, our man could use the jammer to get in the Range Rover, then a starting device to drive it away. The key jammers will work within 100 meters of a car. Crooks hold down a button as an owner operates their remote locker and the radio wave signal is blocked. There were an estimated 872,000 vehicles-related thefts across England, Wales in 2015, and more than 237,000 thefts from a vehicle in London. Also, 6,000 cars and vehicles were stolen using electronic hacking devices. Police say some researchers estimate as many as 45% of cars are stolen using some sort of device. The National Police Chiefs Council say it is more like 25%. Andrew Miller, head of the insurance research firm Thatcham Research, said, we are seeing a greater rate of this happening and it is very hard to stop. The small red gadget obtained by the sun for £500 has 4 settings for different types of lock-in signals and can target a whole wide range of makes and models. We tested it on a selection of cars including Mercedes, BMWs, Vauxhalls and Ford, and it successfully blocked the lock-in signal each time when asked for his response to our expose. Mario said, I don't know what you mean. He then ran off. So yeah, ran off. So this is the one at the moment. That's the thing. It's called Crime Wash. So basically they steal your cars when they're trying to do your washing things. Kind of sad really, to be honest. People pay all that money out of their hard work earnings, and then either they get their phones stolen and all their like devices and all that, or their cars. And to be honest, you'd think the government or the people who makes these devices would have some sort of way to counteract that, so it stops these sort of people trying to break in with these signals. Apparently it says how criminals use the device. The thief waits for the driver to pull up and park car. Villain uses a key fob blocker to send jamming signal, which actually stops the car from locking. The driver walks away and not realizing their remote hasn't locked the car. So they don't know they've locked the car. They think they've locked the car, the person, when they go off. The thief swoops to nick possessions or use second device to steal vehicles. Because a lot of vehicles now, or the majority of vehicles, is electronically locked. So you just press a key, that's it, locks the fucking car. So there needs to be some sort of way that it can't like get that key to electronically unlock itself or not work. So someone's using a fucking swooper or a swab, well, fob actually, then they need some sort of like anti-fob device to stop it from fucking happening. Cops crack down. Police forces across the country have launched a fresh clampdown on the internet sales of car key fob jammers. Crooks have been able to buy basic jamming devices for as little as £30 online, but now officers are pursuing the websites selling the key fob blockers and shutting them down. A National Police Chief Council spokesman told how they regularly act on the tip-offs from the members of the public reporting online sales of jammers. Deputy Chief Constable Matt Jukes, the MPCC lead of acquisitive crime, said electronics compromise of vehicle is a small but growing feature of vehicle crimes. It is essential people remain vigilant against this kind of electronic breach. A key fob crook ransacked Lauren Dover's Skoda at Christmas. He snatched about £200 worth of presents along with clothes and her purse, bank card. Her card was used 3 times, spending 100. Cara Lauren, 22 of Leeds, said it was cruel. It was just before Christmas and lots of presents were stolen. Another car had the same thing happen nearby on the same night. A laptop was taken. Police caught the card crook, but he insisted he found it in a street. Lauren said he was about 19 and had just got out of prison for theft and drugs, and he was out of license, but all he got was out on license, but all he got was a fine. So much for justice. Yep, too right. That's the thing. They seem to get away with a lot of shit, these crooks nowadays. Which is today on Planet Earth in Barnsley, Wellington Street, we have a rare mating ritual between one, hippopoto pig and one female rhinoceros. Some weird bloody things going on. So, by the looks of it, some blokes probably... What's this, in Barnsley or something? Welcome to Barnsley. So some bloke probably having off with a woman or something in the middle of the street by the looks of it. Enough to put you off your breakfast. Or wherever you are, night time maybe, putting you off your dinner. So yeah, we're about 28 minutes and 39 seconds into this video so far, guys and girls. That's nice. What's this? Diet pill balloon can lose you 2 stone, expands in tum. How it works. Patient swallows 1 ellipse balloon. Once the pill hits the stomach, the balloon uses a tube, fills with a pint of water. The tube detaches. After 4 months it pops and passes painlessly through the body. Well, I wouldn't take any pill, even like for losing weight. You want to lose weight, lose it naturally. That's what I say. I've been doing this slim fast dieting now for a while, and I'm losing it gradually. It's taken a long time, and it's going to take about a year or 2 until the whole entire stomach is like rock solid, at least rock solid and nice and flat. And I don't care if it takes me that long, because it's work in progress. I mean, it's like if you read the Bibles and all of that, they said God didn't make the world in a whole day. He made it in 6 days. But then again, he's a God. So that's the thing. Actually, I'm gonna have some of my cold hot chocolate. Okay, guys and girls, back again. I've just had to reload my bloody camera again, because what it does, it gets back up to the 15 minutes, and then it cuts out. So, and I'm on the last 10 or so minutes, 11 minutes into it. I'm in the last 11 minutes of this video as well. So apparently they've got this weird picture on the sun of some guy, by the looks of it, dogging, by the looks of it. Sounds like a dogging type of situation. Going around doing something with his girlfriend, or by the looks of doing something disgusting. Ecky hump, and then it says, just here, welcome to Barnsley. So something going on in Barnsley. Tell us more. So a couple having sex in broad daylight were filmed by a passerby who narrated the X-rated footage like TV wildlife legend Sir David Attenborough. The Randy pair were spotted rumping behind a wall next to a church. So the thing is, it'd be funny if they were wearing, like, say, cow's mask or something with an animal's mask, and or some sort of like dogs or cats mask and all that, and then they could say they're doing dogging and all that, because it does happen. It all happens all over the country. Some guy or some woman, bloody, I don't know what possesses people to go out and start like shagging in public places. I thought it was actually illegal, to be honest. So apparently the Randy pair were spotted rumping behind a wall next to a church in Barnsley at the crack of dawn on Sunday. Steel rector Denzel Shirt, I think I said Denzel Washington for a minute, Denzel Shirt, who was coming home from a nightclub near the town centre, leaned over and recorded them on his phone. The dirty bastard. I mean, come on. Gonna sit there, so, oh look, there's some two people there in public, so everybody can see him. Oh, what's the first thing he does? Oh, let's get the iPhone out. Fucking Jesus Christ. And recorded them on his phone. Well, it depends what kind of phone. He could have had a Nokia 3310. That would have been embarrassing. I mean, come on, I don't even think that had a camera on it. I can't even remember. That's going back some time now. Nokia 3310. Denzel 25 then whispered Attenborough's style as they rumped today on planet Earth. Oh my god. Rumping in broad daylight, eh? Bloody hell. Couldn't get any more worse than you tried. On a planet Earth, Barnsley, Wellington Street, we have a rare mating ritual between one hippo top pig and one female rhinoceros. He continued as the unidentified man writhes on the top of his lover. Writhes on the top of his lover with his trousers around his ankles, and a nice circular action there. After a brief pause, Denzel added also hairy balls. What? Yeah, because what they've done, they blanked it out and he's put hairy, and then basically there's a BS, so that's probably balls, I presume, by the looks of it. BS. Unless he means bullshit, but then again, the man's partner keeps her stilettos on through the 1 minute and 21 second video filmed at 6:15 a.m. so 6:15 a.m. Denzel, who lives in the South Yorkshire town, reckons they were clubbers too, loved up to wait until they got home. He said, I was making my way home and heard them going for it. I knew straight away I had to get my phone out. The dirty bastard. Oh wow. I hope he got a few quid for it. They probably actually did, putting it in the Sun and stuff. Actually, I think this is some paper. Hope I'm right. Yeah, this is the Sun paper for the 18th, and it's the 19th now, so by the time I'm finished uploading this, So yeah, I've got another 5 minutes to go, 6 minutes, so let's quick get this one done, this one. Home and heard them going for it. I knew straight away I had to get my phone out and record it, and David Attenborough was the first thing that came to my mind. I watch him a lot, and I'm a big fan of the planet Earth, and it's amazing how close they get to the animals. And the footage they get this, for me, was a perfect David Attenborough moment. The clip was shared to 12,500 times on Facebook before it was removed for breaching the site's sexual content rules. Ah, bastard fucking Facebook. They always spoil something, don't they? For breaching the site's sexual content rules. One user wrote, "Who needs the romance of Paris when you've got a Barnsley pavement? It comes after we revealed a couple had sex in a pizza takeaway in Scarborough in February. Another couple stripped off for an afternoon run near a college in Doncaster." Now that is disgusting. In college, or near college, I should say. Judge stuck in lift. Whole Brit drowns. Disgusting. What's this? Whole Brit drowns. A British holidaymaker has drowned while swimming after allegedly drinking during a restaurant lunch. Liam Heaney, 58, was with his wife Rosalind, 57, and another couple when he dived into the sea to cool off. Mr. Heaney of Studley, Woolwich, was spotted floating face down in the water half an hour later. A source on the Spanish island of Menorca suggested he had been drinking and was warned swimming was not allowed by the restaurant manager. Father of two, Mr. Heaney was pulled out around 2:35 on Tuesday and died despite efforts to revive him. Jesus Christ. Some people, I'll tell you, that's why alcohol is really bad for you. What else we got? Can we get one more in here? We should be able to get one more at least. Care fair. Elderly in homes get 100,000 protected, funded by the End in Fuel Cash for Wealthy. Theresa May will today unveil plans to make money off the rich OAPs to look after poorer ones in a social care revolution. Launching her election manifesto, the Prime Minister of England will vow to completely transform how care for the elderly is funded. Instead of lifetime cap on care costs, Tories will propose a floor that protects the final £100,000 of pensioners' wealth, and a critically Mrs. May will cost pensioners pledge that no one will be forced to sell their home to be looked after in older age. It means those with 300,000 of assets would have to pay as much as 200,000 towards their care, while those with 150,000 would pay just 50,000, and the 100,000 limit is 4 times the current level protection to help fund the plan. The Conservatives will scrap winter fuel payments for wealthy OAPs, as the Sun revealed 2 days ago. Around $2 billion is currently spent annually on helping 12 million pensioners to meet the cost of gas and electricity, regardless of how well off they are. Well, it's about bloody time, I'll tell you. They say, you've got these old pensioners and stuff who've got lots of money tied up in the bank accounts, but they don't actually use that. They use the winter fuel payments, the ones they get every year, and they don't really contribute that very much. And they say, we contribute for our working and stuff. But that's the thing, it's still a lot of money tied up there, which they could be using on the National Health Service or the poorer people and stuff of England. The cash saved will be added to the extra $2 billion that was set aside for social care by the Chancellor Philip Hammond in the budget. So yeah, anyway, guys and girls, I'm almost done in a second. Will form one of the 5 great challenges Mrs. May has vowed to confront her manifesto entitled Forward Together. She will say it is in sign of part of a plan for a stronger Britain and prosperous future. Thing is, it's like she's taken it from the manifesto of Jeremy Corbyn. I think because it got leaked, Jeremy Corbyn's manifesto got leaked actually a couple of days gone back, and now what the Conservatives are doing, they were scared of what Corbyn was doing. They knew Corbyn was going to win this manifesto because of all the shit he's been putting in it, all the good stuff. And then the Conservatives says, oh, it's happened now, so let's take some of that from the Labour Party and let's put it over to the Conservatives. Then the Conservatives will get more of the treats. Anyway, guys and girls, I'm about to finish off now. If you like this, do like, favourite, share and subscribe, and cheers all for watching. See you all later.